you guys? Welcome to another Saturday hot take. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of things that have been out in the media that I feel like really, I have a lot of opinions. There's a lot of things that I have an opinion on, and I'm just picking two things that I'm going to be talking about today that I think is pretty interesting. So basically, we have two stories today that we're going to be talking about. One that's really interesting because I'm seeing it in a different light, whereas something else is kind of just like drama-esque, So today we're going to be talking about obviously two things, but the first thing we're going to be talking about today is the Adam Levine cheating scandal. Hey guys, welcome to our affiliate links part of the videos. So for today, we're going to be talking about fall decor, Halloween. As you guys know, it is now this season of celebrations, which is my favorite time of the year. I love fall, I love Christmas, I love Halloween. As I've gotten older, I've really started to appreciate it, and I love to decorate my home. Currently, I am buying some pillows, just decorations for around the camper to make it feel like home and to make it feel like the season of celebrations. So some things that I definitely want to get off of Amazon and that me and my boyfriend have agreed on are the following things. I really want these pillows, and obviously it's almost Halloween, so I want these bats and spiders. And currently I have gained an obsession with pumpkin spice. That's right, I have gone to the deep end. And I'm not proud, but pumpkin spice from Starbucks is really good. So I thought I would get this little sign of pumpkin spice because I thought it would be like really cute to have, be basic. I'm gonna be a basic girl for the rest of my life at this point. So all these decorations I'm going to link down below, and of course if you guys click on the link and buy the item, I will get a portion of the proceeds, and most of the proceeds would probably be going to paying off student debt because your girl has quite a bit of debt that she has to pay off after I graduate. So if you guys want to help out with that, that would be great. Just click the link down below, buy whatever you would like to buy from the links that I have. And yeah, thank you for listening to this part of the video, and we will get back to what we're talking about today. So I'm gonna insert a video of this girl named Sumner Stroh. She's 23 years old. She's an Instagram model, and basically this is her confession on TikTok about what has transpired between her and Adam Levine.
I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, I was young, I was naive, and quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. My morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I wanted to handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid. So here I am.
So let's talk a little bit about Adam Levine. Adam Levine obviously is in the band Maroon 5. If you guys don't know who Maroon 5 is, you've definitely heard Girls Like You featuring like Cardi B. You've definitely heard her rap in there somewhere, you know? And I think like Millie Bobby Brown was in the music video or something like that. It was a cute music video. I've listened to quite a bit of Maroon 5 songs. I know quite a bit about them. If you don't know, Maroon 5 was also called Kara's Flowers or Kara's Flowers. That was their name before they became Maroon 5 in about 2001. So everyone knew that Adam Levine was very promiscuous. He wasn't like somebody that you would think would settle down, and the reason for that is because he just seemed to have a lot of different partners, a lot of people that he would play around with, and he didn't look like someone who was going to settle down anytime soon. So when he got married, I think for me it was kind of like a shock, like, oh, he got married. I could have sworn he was like addicted to, you know, having stuff with just a lot of different people. Like I could see him just being like, you know, I could have sworn I saw something back then that he was actually a expletive addict, but I couldn't find any articles about it, so I'm really like, that's really interesting. But anyways, he married Behati, I don't really know, Prinsloo in 2014. She's a Victoria's Secret model. She's very beautiful. I know that you guys have probably seen this gif of her and like Adam Levine. She's like walking down the Victoria's Secret like stage, and he's like, you know, I think he's standing and like clapping. I'll insert it like right here. So right now they have 2 children, and they're both very cute, very like, you know, adorable. And she is pregnant for the 3rd time now, in this year. So basically what this girl is revealing is that maybe a couple of years ago, or, you know, recently, it's not really said clearly in the video how long ago this was, but basically we know that they were definitely married at this time. Adam and Behati were married. And she was kind of having an affair with Adam. Now, I will get into his statement in a minute, but right now I'm going to just say this and we're going to move. Okay, so she says that they were like communicating for about a year, and she kind of showed receipts on, you know, her Instagram about how they were texting, how he's saying she's beautiful, blah, 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 all this stuff. And she said, you know, she felt like she was manipulated, she was young, you know, she loved Maroon 5, blah, 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 blah. So basically where this story is really coming out with is the simple fact that Adam DM'd her, you know, this is after the relationship, after she kind of stopped talking to him. Adam DM'd her and said, if my 3rd baby is a boy, do you mind if I call him Sumner? And she doesn't reply to this message, and she just finds it really odd and just like really disrespectful. And I think it's more disrespectful on the wife's side, right? Like Behati is now being told, like, why don't we name our 3rd baby Sumner? After he freaking cheated on his wife with this lady named Sumner. You know? So it's really, like, it's bad. Do you like, I don't know how these men think they can get away with it. I don't know. So actually the other day, I believe yesterday, Adam put out a statement, and he said that this was a time in his life that he's not proud of, and he shouldn't have been talking to this girl. But he also said that they didn't do anything together, like he was just talking to her. Who knows? But at the end of this comment, right, at the end of this statement, which I will put up here. So at the end of this statement, he goes like, we'll get through it, and we'll get through it together. So this is where Twitter's having a rant, right? Because he's saying we'll get through it together, like Behati, I'm so sorry, girl, doesn't have like an option of leaving the marriage. Like, we're gonna get through it together. Like, that's what he's saying at the end of his, it's like a guilt trip, really, to be honest with you. Because he's probably like, we have kids together, like, we can get through this, blah, blah, blah. And most men love to say that, okay? But if it was in reverse, if like the girl cheated on him, quick to leave. Quick to leave. I doubt he would put up with that if it was her. But, oh wait, hold up. It's me though. Like, I'm Adam, like, he is not even that good to be me dying for. Like, I've never thought he was handsome. I never thought he was beautiful. You know, that's Adam Levine. Like, he's whatever. He's like a general white boy, right? So my end comments on that one is, girl, you deserve way better. And you know, I understand why some people would stay in a marriage like that after this cheating scandal comes out, but it's all over the news. It's all over, like, you know, in articles, stuff like that. And I don't know what she's gonna say. Like, I want to hear from her. I don't want to hear from Adam. I don't care about Adam, okay? I want to hear from his wife, Behati. I want to hear from her and want to figure out, is she forgiving him? Is she gonna be okay with what has transpired? Does she trust him anymore? Because this is a thing, right? In most relationships, you gotta have trust. And if she trusted him, you know, through all those years and through the time he was talking to another girl, that is more painful than anything, you know, to now learn after the fact, and you're the last person to know. It's probably really hurtful, and I feel so bad for her because she's pregnant, and I bet she's going through all the emotions. But I've also learned that no matter whether you're a Victoria's Secret model, the #1 singer in the world, like Beyonce, you can get cheated on, and that is so freaking sad to me. Like, you can work so hard on your relationship, you can try and be the best wife that you can be, you know, but a cheater is gonna cheat, and they're gonna think that they can just get away with it, and it's really upsetting to me, if that makes sense. All right, enough being said on that. Let's get into our next topic of the day. Before I say anything, if you hear my dog walking in the background, which he was doing before, he is so freaking annoying. But it's fine. He can walk in the background, right? All right, so let's get into our second topic of the day, which is pretty long. If you guys don't know, recently some things have gotten revealed about the Ray J and Kim Kardashian tape. Now, I'm going to talk to you about, you know, what's going on, what has happened, we're going to be talking about what has happened, what has transpired, and yeah. So let's go back to the beginning. So this tape was released in the year, I believe, 2009. And prior to this, Paris Hilton had her tape released, and it gained her a lot of fame. Now, this is going to come up later, but just remember that part, that Paris also, a little bit before Kim's tape was released, she gained some popularity from that. If you guys don't know, Keeping Up with the Kardashians was just moved to Hulu. So they used to be on E, I believe, and then they just moved to Hulu, which is a streaming platform. And Hulu is known for making their storylines and just making it fake, like fake storylines that are not real. Now, we all know that most reality TV shows, they have fake storylines. This is normal. We think that it's real, but it's not. We all know that. We should like start really thinking into these reality TV shows, because really it's just people with like a semi portion of their real life and then like a big portion of a whole lot of lies. Which you can get that from the Real Housewives or whatever. I know they have like different New York, Orange, a lot of Real Housewives. Their storylines are, a lot of them are fake. So moving on from that, this is also an important part to add because Hulu just, I don't like their storylines. So Hulu, right, they made a storyline for Kendall and Kylie, right? So Kendall and Kylie missed Chris's birthday. And the reason why they missed it was because they were at Astroworld. But everyone knows that at Astroworld, that kind of fiasco of, people pushing each other and unfortunately people losing their life because of it. So that was a big thing, and that was like, a tragedy in itself. And instead of like, paying their respects to the people and saying, this was a hard day or whatever, they instead just decided not to add that in and say that Kendall and Kylie were like doing other things, like they were busy or they were going on a trip somewhere with someone else or something like that. And that like obviously got fans a little heated, like why didn't you just pay respects to the people who lost their life, at this Astroworld? So that's one thing about Hulu that we have to take note into this situation. So moving on episode 1 of The Kardashian, even on Keeping Up with the Kardashian, on Hulu, they did kind of like a promo, obviously. And in this promo and in the episode, Saint West, which is Kim's son, is playing on an iPad and finds Kim's tape on Roblox, right? And he shows it to his mom, and she has like a big like moment. Kim is really upset. She's like wanting to sue Roblox. She's just upset. She's just like, I thought there was no more tapes left. Like, I don't know where they're getting these tapes from. I'm really upset. So the storyline continues by Kanye getting in touch with Ray J and getting like the computer with the tapes on it. So he's able to give it to Kim. Kim is like now happy. She's like, okay, like I know this is like the actual footage and they are not going to be able to get this. So basically, Ray J's upset because it painted him in like a really bad light. He lost like brand deals. He lost like people that he was working with because, this reveal kind of made him look bad. And he was really upset. So he like, DM'd Kim and he was like, listen, this painted me in a bad light, blah, 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 blah. And he threatened to reveal some things at this time also, but then he kind of squashed it after she apologized and said, wait until the episode comes out and it will be all fine and dandy. So this was squashed for a little bit until Chris went on the Late Late Show with Kylie. So on the Late Late Show, Chris was doing a lie detector test. And it was with the guy named John Grogan. And basically they asked the question, Chris, if you helped Kim leak her tape. And Chris said no. So the lie detector test guy said she was telling the truth. However, this guy named John Grogan, apparently he has gotten in trouble a lot, and Ray J thinks that, you know, it's all for the show. It's not real. It's not honest. Like, she really did help with this thing. So after this, Ray J goes on a pretty big rant on his Instagram, I believe. He like posted a photo. He's like, you know, this John Grogan guy, he is just like a bad guy. He has gotten in trouble. He doesn't tell the truth all the time, and he has told people how to lie on a lie detector test, and he has posted it on YouTube, and that's how Ray J like linked this YouTube video on his Instagram to show that the John Grogan guy, is like not a good guy. So Ray J then goes on to say that Kim and Chris all knew about the tape. So basically, what I'm getting from Ray J is that Kim and Chris wanted to recreate the fame that Paris Hilton got. And in order to do this, obviously they needed someone else to be in it, and that's where Ray J comes in. So they record about 2 tapes, and then Chris said record a third one just in case. So then they recorded 3 tapes. So the first tape is called Cabo Intro. The second tape is called Cabo Expletive, which is just like a nasty word. And then the third one is called Santa Barbara, where is the location where they did the third one. So Chris looked at all 3 of them and chose the first one because she thought Kim looked the best in that one, and she felt like that was going to get her, you know, the popularity in it. And he then revealed, like, you know, that they had a contract. Ray J signed it and Kim signed it. And, you know, he showed that to prove that Kim signed the contract and wrote the names of all 3 tapes, he compared it to gifts that she has given him, like letters and stuff like that she has given him, and compared the handwriting. And you can see that the handwriting is almost identical, and they're really similar. So he's like really upset. He's really wanting to sue her because he's losing all these people, and he's losing, you know, his sponsorships, and they're not doing anything to put him in a better light. And they're basically saying, you know, they're the victims in this, blah, 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 blah. When in reality, Kim, Chris, and Ray J all knew the plan in the beginning, that these tapes were to help make them famous. And that's why he's upset, because it's making him look like he had tapes. Oops, I'm sorry. That he had the tapes, and that he, you know, was trying to one-up Kim and reveal other things that he has recorded without her, like, approval or something like that, which is not true. So basically, my final thoughts on that is that, you know, Kim always likes to play the victim. She is known to do that. She's a victim blaming person. I feel like Kim obviously knew that this tape was going to be leaked. And I feel like, you know, not a lot of celebrities record themselves, but they might record themselves doing that. But when you got a good angle and you're getting it in with a good angle, I feel like you're making it high production for something. You know what I mean? So I feel like with that leaked tape, it definitely got her fame. We all know Kim Kardashian because of that tape. And every time we talk about Kim and her famous like stuff and all the things that she does now, we're like, yeah, and she started out being famous over that tape. You know? It's like a common thing that we associate Kim Kardashian with. So the fact that she's kind of like saying she was playing the victim through all this and being like, it was leaked, when in reality she and her mom really worked together to release this tape, is kind of crazy. And I just don't know what to think, honestly. Like, but I just don't know. I don't know what to think. I think it's changed my view on the family a little bit more. I still don't like them because they are like those type of people that are just fake in general. I just can't stand them. But this story is just pretty freaking juicy, okay? It's just really juicy and I don't know what to say. With that being said, that is this week's video. Also, if you want to check out my Amazon links that I have did for today, they will also be down below. With that being said, I will see you guys next week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!